Her voice trembled as she spoke, yet her gaze held no hint of remorse. We were seated at the dining table, the one we'd chosen together when we first settled into our home. I expected a routine evening, perhaps her venting about her job or mentioning her latest fitness kick. Instead, she set her fork aside, locked eyes with me, and declared, "I'm moving in with Anthony. We're expecting a child together." Time seemed to freeze. My wife, the cornerstone of my life, had just shattered the foundation we'd built. At first, I thought it was a cruel prank. I let out a nervous chuckle, waiting for her to crack a smile, but her face remained stone cold. She meant every word. My chest tightened as if struck by a sledgehammer. The first question that escaped my lips wasn't even why, it was when. When had she decided our vows were meaningless? When had Anthony, her supposed work friend, eclipsed the husband who'd stood by her through every trial? She didn't waver. She admitted the affair had been ongoing for months, confessing she was done pretending she wanted our life together. Rage bubbled inside me, but I didn't unleash it. I sat there, almost detached, absorbing her words. Unlike the dramatic scenes in films where the betrayed spouse flips furniture or storms off, I remained eerily composed. My calmness seemed to rattle her. She expected me to plead, to weep, to fight for her. Instead, I let her words hang in the quiet room. Then I posed the question that made her falter. "Did you really think I wouldn't figure it out?" That's when I saw it, a fleeting spark of dread in her eyes. The truth was, I'd known about Anthony for a while. The late-night meetings, her sudden fixation on her appearance, the way her phone never left her side, I'd noticed it all. I'd even tailed her once, watching as she entered his apartment. I'd been bracing myself for this moment, though it didn't dull the sting of her betrayal. She thought she was delivering a devastating blow, but she was merely confirming what I'd already pieced together. She tried to explain herself, claiming Anthony rekindled a spark in her, offering the excitement and attention she felt our marriage lacked. I listened silently, my mind replaying the years I'd poured into her, late shifts, extra hours, sacrifices to give her the life she desired. I wasn't flawless, but I was faithful. And fidelity, it seemed, wasn't enough for her. My silence unnerved her. Finally, she asked, "Aren't you going to say something?" I leaned back, met her gaze and said evenly, "Best of luck." Because while she was playing house with Anthony, I'd been consulting a lawyer. Her face drained of color. She'd expected me to crumble, to beg her to stay. Instead, I revealed I'd documented her affair, that divorce papers were nearly finalized, and that she'd get no more than her legal share. Her dreamlike world collapsed in moments. Tears fell, not from remorse, but from panic. Fear that the stability I'd provided would disappear. Fear that Anthony might not be the hero she imagined when faced with the realities of raising a child and managing finances. She pleaded for a conversation, but I shook my head. "You chose this," I told her. "Now you live with it." The weeks that followed blurred together. She gathered her belongings and moved into Anthony's apartment. I signed the divorce papers with a steady hand. People often think heartbreak leaves you shattered, but for me it was oddly freeing. I'd mourned the end of our marriage long before her confession. By the time she left, I was already looking ahead. Months later, a mutual friend shared that her life with Anthony wasn't the fairy tale she'd envisioned. The weight of bills and impending parenthood strained their relationship. Whispers suggested he wasn't as devoted as she'd hoped. It didn't shock me. Men like Anthony thrive in secrecy, but falter under real responsibility. I didn't revel in her struggles. I simply felt a profound sense of closure. She'd made her choice, and now she faced the consequences. As for me, I rebuilt. I reconnected with old friends, revived hobbies I'd set aside, and for the first time in years, I felt truly unburdened. That night, my calm response had left her speechless, but it had also liberated me. Strength isn't always in clinging to someone, it's in knowing when to release them. And when I did, I discovered I hadn't lost myself at all.